my thoughts and prayers go out to Rick Ross, his family, and his loved ones. Regardless how you feel about, his music or his persona, you never want to see, especially a black man, in this country, you never want to see a black man go out before his full potential at only the age of 42. All right, that's way too young for someone to go out, especially him having a career in the hip hop industry as he is today. All right. So, like I said, my thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family and loved ones. So I just heard about this story. Actually, I woke up this morning and saw a bunch of tweets and Instagram posts about Rick Ross being hospitalized. There's reports by TMZ. This article here saying that he has been on a life support machine. Later found out, according to TMZ, he was on a machine called ECMO, I don't know if I can pronounce this right, extra corporeal membrane oxidation. They said it's a technique used to oxygenate his blood outside of his body before it's pumped back into his body. That's what TMZ said. All right. Now, this very same article, it says that update, Rick's family denies he is on ECMO as reported. They also denied he was hospitalized. So on Twitter, I follow a chick named Karen Civil, who reports to a lot of issues in black society in the entertainment industry. And according to her, she got off the phone to a reliable source close to Rick Ross's camp. And she also confirms that he is okay and he was never on life support. Now, another article that I came across, and this was actually from Karen Civil's replies. Somebody posted this article in the replies. I clicked on it, and they have a lot of information regarding Rick Ross's current, health situation. They're also reporting that Rick Ross was never on life support, and he has a close mutual comrade, rapper, okay, by the name of Big Trail, I believe his name is. Let me see. Let's get his name right. Let me see. I don't know if it's Big Trail or something like that, but this is his Instagram. It's fat_gleesh. It says here, just talk to Big Homie. He good. He in the hospital. Okay, so he confirms that Ross is in the hospital, but he is not on life support. He good. Okay, and this was just recently. This was posted. So regardless of the fact that he's on life support or not, he is in the hospital, and this was confirmed by a mutual close friend of his, okay, and some other reliable sources close to his camp. So regardless of the fact that, he's on life support and he is hospitalized. So again, I wish him a speedy recovery. I know that Rick Ross was facing some health issues in the past. He had some seizures a few years ago, and he changed his health and dieting around, lost reportedly 100 pounds, and he was looking really good. He was still looking really good to this day as far as changing his diet and his health and everything else. And I was actually going through the same situation as well. A little over, somewhat 10 years ago, I suffered seizures as well, and I changed my diet and everything else. And I'm looking just to stay conscious, more health conscious regarding that. And him being 42, it's way too young to be suffering that kind of reportedly heart failure pneumonia, things of that nature. I look at the contrast with Black society, right? I'm looking at Black society, and I'm looking at, of course, the dominant white society, and I see guys like Donald Trump, aka Clockwork Orange, in his 70s, upright, able to do things that the average 70-year-old can't do. This guy has children. He's basically still making babies. Okay, I think his youngest son is like 10 or 11 years old, which is crazy. He's on Twitter, social media. Most people in their 70s don't know shit about social media, getting on Twitter and all this other stuff, and staying current with current events. They're really walking cripples in their 70s. I just saw a report about New England Patriots owner Bob Kraft. He's 76. He has a fiance, or he's about to marry one of his wives, his current girlfriend, who's 38, and she's pregnant. So I'm looking at the dominant white society like, this is, and I've always said this, we're being attacked on all angles. All right. Health is very prominent in Black society, and they know this. The dominant white society knows this. So that's why when you look at the so-called Black community, which there really is no Black community, you see that these non-Black owned businesses, and that's setting up shop in our so-called communities, the McDonald's of the world, the Popeyes chickens of the world, the KFCs of the world, the Subways of the world. You see these fast food restaurants setting up shop in our so-called communities, right? They know that's our biggest downfall. They're not going to put a Whole Foods or Trader Joe's in our community. They're not going to do that. They're not going to put a farmer's market in our community, right? In our so-called community, I should say. That's not going to happen. Rick Ross, I know he invested money in Wingstop. I know that's an investment, but that's not health conscious. That's financially conscious, but it's not health conscious, right? You can, of course, like I said, you can go the healthier choice, Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, Farmers Market, etc. It's the same thing about when I decided to open up a checking and a savings account with a Black-owned bank in One United Bank. One United Bank is the only Black-owned bank in the state of Florida, and there's one Miami branch, which is about 35 minutes away from my residence. So I literally have to drive 35 minutes away if I have to make any banking deposits, withdrawals, things of that nature. Luckily, there are some ATM affiliates that I don't have to be charged with the ATM surcharge fee, that are a little bit closer to my residence. But my point is that you have to make sacrifices when it comes to health, because health is wealth, especially in Black society. You look at the contrast. We're being destroyed by the dominant white society because they're placing these death traps, what they call fast food restaurants, in our so-called community, right? And they've been doing that since day one. They know this. And, in the contrast of the dominant white society, again, like I said, you have guys in their 70s, basically procreating, making babies. They're trying to extend the lifespan of the dominant white society and shorten the lifespan of Black society. Point blank and simple. And we know this. This has been a genetic warfare since inception. It's been genetic warfare since inception, because they know genetically we are superior. Point blank and simple. We're the oldest, according to our DNA haplogroups. We had 200,000 to 300,000 year head start before the so-called white man came into existence. Those are scientific facts. Our DNA haplogroup, okay, is 200,000 to 300,000 years older than the so-called white man. Those are facts. All right. So I know I'm kind of going all over the place with this with this video. I just wanted to make a point that Rick Ross's health condition at age 42, him being hospitalized for allegedly a heart attack or pneumonia, is way too early for him to be in this kind of condition. It's way too early. When you got guys that's double his life, double his age, like Donald Trump and Bob Kraft, up there making babies and golfing and doing all kinds of shit that 70-year-olds, you know, especially in black society, couldn't fathom to do. It's way too early. So like I said, health is wealth, and I wish Rick Ross, his family, and his loved ones a speedy recovery. You know, I'm wishing that he pulls through with this. And yeah, fam, those are my thoughts on that. Leave your comments down below about what you think about Rick Ross, and just your estimate about health in black society, being more health conscious, dieting, exercising, things of that nature. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. All right, family. Till next time, Chauncey, aka the Black Separatist, signing out. Peace.